What happened here?
Judgment Day happened. This is Sam Worthington, and your character is Marcus Wright. Tell me a little bit about this guy.
Marcus is a guy who wakes up in this post-apocalyptic world. He's a bit like Alice in Wonderland, and he's trying to figure out what the hell happened. Yeah, when we first see him, he's been put to death on death row, and then wakes up and doesn't know whether this is heaven or hell, and he's on the search for answers.
Something wonderful when you can watch an unknown actor who knows what he's doing, because all you see is the character.
If we stay the course, we are dead! We are all dead!
The character's a helicopter pilot.
She's both. She's a helicopter pilot, but she's also an A-10 pilot as well. She's pretty versatile.
Help me out. The A-10 pilot?
Yeah,
What's that mean?
Well, it's basically this certain plane helps a lot of ground support. They use it in the war, and they've used it in Afghanistan. And it's a one pilot plane, and it has all different kinds of equipment on it. But it's usually there to help with people on the ground, and it can drop bombs and things like that. But it's for ground support, and so it sort of helps fight the Terminators.
We are outnumbered by machines. And we have all lost so very much.
In this movie, you play Kyle Reese.
Yeah.
Now, Kyle was introduced in the first one.
Right.
Where does this, particular movie fall in as far as the timeline of the Terminator?
Well, this movie falls in the frame of Kyle Reese as a guy in his late teens who, before he's met John Connor, before he's become Connor's essentially top soldier that he sends to protect Sarah Connor.
He's looking for Kyle Reese, who is his father, but in the movie is a teenage boy. Time travel really can mess you up.
Skynet has Kyle Reese.
That is just fate.
No, it's our fate. I have to save him. He is the key.
It's Kyle Reese getting to that, you know what I mean? Meeting the resistance and the origin of that insanely heroic, strong, awesome, badass character that you got to see in T1.
Connor knows that if Reese dies, that Connor will not be born, and therefore, since he is the future savior, then that will mean the end of mankind as well.
I knew it was coming. I thought I knew our enemy. But I don't know if we can win this war.
I gotta tell you, this movie is amazing. Just behind me, Christian Bale is getting his face shredded by a big T-600 Terminator.
T-800.
T-600, right?
800.
He was getting shredded by the 800?
The 800.
I stand corrected. The 800. Now, what machines are we seeing in the film?
Everything from T-600s to big hunter killers to T-700s, different kind of versions of all the machines.
Now,
put
which
together.
one was the Schwarzenegger one?
Schwarzenegger's T-800, I think.
800.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're seeing a model that's prior to that.
Yeah, this is kind of before the actual war kind of has broken out. The war is on, but the resistance is still gathering forces. That's how I look at it.
Who are you? John Connor!
What actually has been some of your favorite things that you've gotten to do on this film?
Oh God, well we got to do gun training, and I got to be in like a double harness, and I was on a wire tower and they dropped me. That's kind of when you first see my character Blair Williams, and that was interesting. I was like over 100 degrees that day, and that was fun just because I pull my helmet off and I'm in this whole A-10 pilot suit, and that was really cool. And
That sounds awesome.
yeah, it's just been different. Every time we work, it's something completely different.
You and me, we've been at war since before either of us even existed.
I'm going to assume that you were a big fan.
Yeah, well, the T2 came out when I was little, just about 4 or 5, which was when all little kids start getting like guns and swords and stuff. So when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, So it's really incredible for me because I was a huge fan of it as a kid. I had all the action figures. Now the action figures are life-size and right next to me, and I'm fighting them, so it's incredible.
So we should warn McGee that one of them might be missing at the end of the show. Maybe.
Win or lose, this war